commutation in a DC machine. That may be the generator or the motor. But here we are going to discuss only the commutation in a DC generator only. See, already you know that what is the basic principle of operation of a DC generator. In case of DC generator, so whenever we are giving the mechanical input, the voltage will be induced in armature, that is sinusoidal nature. All those armature conductors are connected to the commutator segments. On the commutator segments, with the brushes are placed. Across the brushes, the load is connected. Across the brushes, the load is connected. So nothing but the nature of voltage induced in the armature is a sinusoidal voltage, whereas the voltage which is going to the load is a DC voltage. See, at the commutator and brushes, some process is going so that the AC power is converted into the DC power. The AC power is converted into the DC power. That we are going to study in this class, nothing but a commutation. Nothing but a commutation. The main objective of this lecture is student can able to understand the commutation process in a DC machine. Now what is meant by commutation? So before going to the commutation, let me take the 2-pole DC generator. This is the north pole, this is the south pole. Between the north pole and south pole, the armature is there. On the armature, the brushes are there at a magnetic neutral axis, MNA. Generally, the brushes are placed on the magnetic neutral axis where the voltage induced in a coil is 0. Where the voltage induced in the coil is 0. That's why we are calling this axis is the magnetically neutral axis. See here, this side there some conductors are there, armature conductors, which are carrying a current of the same manner. Under the south pole also some conductors are there. The conductors which are lying under the north pole, the current going into the board, that we are representing as a cross. The conductor which are lying under south pole, those are carrying a current outwards, that we are representing as a dot. Now here we have given the mechanical input to this generator in this direction. The voltage induced the conductor which are lying under the north pole, they are carrying a current inwards, where the conductors which are lying under the south pole, they are carrying a current outwards. See here, whenever we are giving the mechanical input, suppose if you observe this conductor from this instant to this instant, it is very important. The conductor before the brush axis, they are carrying a current inwards, that we are representing as a cross before the brush axis. After the brush axis, the same conductor carrying a current of outwards, that we are representing as a dot. Suppose if the current flowing into the conductor, if you take it as a positive, the current coming out of the conductor, that if you take it as a negative, this is positive value, this is negative value. From this point to this point, when the conductor is moving from this point to this point, the current in the conductor or coil is changing from positive to the negative. Across the brush axis, see here, when the conductor is moving or passing through the brush axis, the current in the conductor will be changing from the positive value to the negative value. this is nothing but a commutation. This is nothing but a commutation. See, it is changing from positive to the negative. It is changing from positive to the negative. Nothing but a, in this interval, at this point, when the conductor is coming at this point, these are the brushes. Exactly when the conductor is coming at this point, that coil will be short circuited by the brushes. That coil will be short circuited by the brushes. This process is nothing but a commutation. Now we are going to define the commutation. Commutation is nothing but a changing of current through the coil when it is short circuited by the brushes. When it is short circuited by the brushes. That is nothing but a commutation. That is nothing but a commutation. Again we are repeating the same definition. The changing of current through the coil from positive to the negative, when it is short circuited is nothing but a commutation. This process is nothing but a commutation. Due to this commutation process only, the load is getting a DC voltage, even though the voltage induced in the armature is AC voltage. The voltage induced in the armature is AC voltage. See here, we have observed the same thing here. When the conductor before the brush axis, it is carrying a positive current. When the conductor, see here we have taken the positive current is nothing but a current going into the conductor. When the same conductor coming, when passing the brushes, it carrying a negative current, nothing but a, in the same conductor, the current is coming outwards. The current is coming outwards. So between these two intervals, what exactly happened means, the current in the conductor will be changing from the positive to the negative. Positive to the negative. That is happen because those conductors or those coils are short circuited by the brushes. Those coils are short circuited by the brushes. That process is nothing but a commutation process. That process is nothing but a commutation process. That we are going to see in process in which the generated alternating current in an armature winding is converted into the direct current after going through the commutator. So whatever the voltage induced in the armature is the AC voltage, but the voltage available to the load is a DC voltage. That is because of a commutation process. This commutation process occurs in a commutator. The commutation process occurs in a commutator. The one more definition is the process by which current in the short circuit coil is reversed is called the commutation. When the coil is coming under the brush axis, the coil is short circuited. So whenever it is short circuited, the current through the short circuit coil will be changing from the positive value to the same negative value. That is nothing but a commutation. The time in which that commutation take place, the time period is nothing but a commutation time. The commutation time is the time in which current in the short circuited coil changes the direction to the full value. So suppose if we take the before the commutation, the coil is carrying a current of plus 20 amperes. After the commutation, the same coil is carrying a minus 20 amperes. Once the commutation is over, the same coil is carrying a current of 20 amperes, nothing but the direction of the current in the coil will be reversed when compared to the previous. Here plus and minus is representing the direction of the current. Suppose if the current is flowing in this direction, if you take it as a plus in the coil, the same coil, if the current is flowing opposite direction, that we should take it as a negative value. In this case, we have taken the 3 coils. All these coils are placed in a armature. The ends of the coils are connected to the commutator segment, whereas on the commutator segment the brushes are placed. See here, you have taken the coils. For simplicity, here we have taken the coil as a single turn coil. Single turn coil. See here, this is coil 1, this is coil 2, this is coil 3, this is coil 3. See, all these coils are connected to the commutator segment. These coils are connected to the commutator segments. These are nothing but a commutator segments. This is the commutator segment. This is the insulation. There is no electrical connection between any two commutator segments. This is nothing but a commutator. This is the commutator. These are the coils. In this case, we have taken the 3 coils which are connected to the commutator segments. See here, we have taken in this manner. So whenever you have taken in this manner, the brushes are placed on the commutator segment. This is the initial position of the brush what we have taken here. From the brush, the current is collected from the armature winding, that is given to the load. That is given to the load. That you have to take it as a I amperes of current. That you take it as a 2I amperes of current. The sum amount of current which is collected from the coils through the commutator segment, and that is given to the load. That is given to the load. See here, the armature is rotating. We are assuming that this is rotating in this direction. This is rotating in this direction. See, at this position, this is the initial position. Try to observe here. The starting of the second coil exactly connected to the this brush, and ending of the second coil exactly connected to the end of the brush. End of the brush. Nothing but the coil 2 is exactly short circuited through the brush. How it is short circuited means it is short circuited in this manner. It is short circuited in this manner. That is short circuited in this manner. See here, this position we have taken as initial position. When we have taken this is initial position, when it is rotating, there is some amount of voltage will be induced in all the coils which carrying a current. See here, this is the direction of the current in the coil. This is the brush position. This is brush. This is the brush. The conductor before the brush are carrying a current in this direction, but in this portion there is no current is flowing through this coil. The zero current is flowing through the coil. Nothing but the coil to exactly short circuited by the brush. The coil to exactly short circuited by the brush. See, this load requires a constant current, that is 2 amperes. In this case we are assuming that the load requires a 2 amperes. If you take the I value is 10 amperes, then this value becomes a 20 amperes. Right? Suppose if you take the I value is 10 amperes, now this current becomes a 20 amperes of current. The load demands the 20 amperes of current unless until if you are not changing the magnitude of the load. See, we are assuming that the load across the generator is constant. It is taking a current of 20 amperes. How this 20 amperes of current is coming means, see, from the coil 1, 10 amperes of current is coming in this manner through the commutator segment and brush. Again from the coil 3, remaining 10 amperes of current is coming in this manner. The total 20 amperes of current is goes through the load. The total 20 amperes of current is goes through the load. So try to observe here. 10 amperes of current is coming from the coil 1. The 10 amperes of current is coming from the coil 3 because the length of the brush is exactly connected to the short circuit to the coil 2, whereas the current in the coil 2 is 0. Whereas the current in coil 2 is 0. This is the first case. This is the first case. Right? The second case, when the armature is rotating, the position of the brush also will be moving on the commutator because the commutator is moving. The commutator is moving. The brushes are resting. That is fixed. When the commutator is moving, now the position of the brush is come to the in this area. That you are taking as a second case. In second case, we are assuming that the brush position here. In second case, the brush position here, the position of the brush is this one. Sorry. In second case, the position of the brush position is this is the position of the brush in second case. See, initially the brush is here from this point to this point. In second case, we have taken the commutator is moving in this direction. So this is the position of the brush. Second case. So when the brush is in this position, now the brush is trying to short circuit the coil 1. See, in this case, how much current is given by the coil 1 and coil 2 means the previously current given by the coil 2 becomes a 0. Now the current through the coil 2 becomes a 10 amperes. The remaining 10 amperes will be given by the coil 1. Now the total 20 amperes of current goes to the load. This is in position 2. In third position, this is the position of the brush. Because already we apply the mechanical load to the armature will be rotating. Once the armature is rotating, the commutator segments will be passes under the brushes. This is third case. In third case, when the brush position is coming here, see here, whatever the current is coming here, now the brush exactly short circuit in the coil A. Nothing but the current flowing through the coil A becomes a 0. The current flowing through the coil A becomes a 0, whereas the coil 2 supplying a current of 20 amperes of current it is supplying in this manner. Sorry, 10 amperes of current is supplying. The coil 2 supplying 10 amperes of current in this manner, whereas the remaining 10 amperes of current will be supplied in this manner. The total 20 amperes of current is goes to the load. 20 amperes of current is goes to the load. See here, in position 1, the coil 1 is supplying a current of 10 amperes. In position 2, again the coil 1 is supplying a current of 10 amperes. In position 3, this is the position of the coil. This is the position of the coil. Now the coil 1 is supplying a current of 10 amperes, whereas this coil is supplying a 10 amperes of current. The total current becomes a 20 amperes. 20 amperes. Nothing but the load demands always the constant current. When the armature is rotating, load is taking the same amount of current. Nothing but see here, graphically if you represent means it is a constant current, 20 amperes of current. 20 amperes of current. But if you observe the nature of current flowing in the coil 1, if we observe the nature of current flowing in the coil 1, at this position, first position, the coil 1 is carrying a current of plus 10 amperes. And second and third position, again the current flowing through the coil 1 becomes a 0. And again fifth position, the current flowing through the coil becomes a minus 10 amperes. Minus 10 amperes. Nothing but the direction of the current in the coil will be changes through the commutator and brushes. This process is nothing but a commutation. See, but the current which is going to the load, that is always constant. That is 20 amperes in this case. That is constant, always constant. That's why, because of the commutation process in DC generator, even though the nature of voltage or current induced in armature winding is AC, but the load is taking the constant current. Again, same thing we are going to see here. This is the first case, coil 1, coil 2, coil 3. This is the position of the brush. The load is taking a 2I amperes of current. This one, 2I amperes of current. 2I amperes of current. For initially, the I amperes of current is given here. Remaining I amperes of current is flowing here. The 0 amperes of current is flowing through the coil 2 because the brush length is exactly short circuit to the coil 2.
In second case, now the brush position is moving here. So whenever the brush position here, the coil 2, see here, the coil 1 is supplying a current of this much. The coil 1 is supplying a current here. This current is flowing here, 10 amperes of I amperes of current. Remaining I amperes of current is flowing through the load through the brush in position 2. And in position 3, now in this position, see here, the coil 1 is exactly short circuited by the brush length. So the current flowing through the coil 1 is 0. The 2 amperes of current is how it is flowing means I amperes of current is coming here. Remaining I amperes of current is coming from the coil 2 through the commutator segment and brushes. In position 4, the total 2 I amperes of current is coming from the coil 1. I amperes of current is coming from the coil 1 in this manner. The remaining I amperes of current is coming in this manner. The total 2 I amperes of current is goes to the load. This is the last case. In the last case, the coil 1 is supplying the current in opposite direction. This is I amperes of current, nothing but in this manner it is supplying I amperes of current. The remaining I amperes of current is coming here. The total 2 I amperes of current is flowing through the load. If we observe all 5 cases in coil 1, see case 1 and case 2, it is carrying a positive current, that is I amperes. In case 3, the coil 1 is carrying a current of 0 amperes of current, Again, in case 4, it is carrying a negative value of current. See here, in case 4 and case 5, in these 2 cases, the coil 1 is carrying a negative value of current. Nothing but when the commutation process is starting, the coil 1 is carrying a positive current. When the commutation process ended, the current of the coil becomes a negative value that we can observe from this diagram.